Hey, Royal Family, this is Lay of Natural Lay, and I know you don't see my face. This is a different video than what I post normally, but um, I don't know. I don't want to say something's been bothering me, but I've been kind of wanting to speak on this topic. It kind of might be everywhere because I didn't really take notes. I'm just gonna just channel and just talk. So I hope you get something out of this. But first and foremost, I want to address the fact that the Natural Lay page, this very page, we're not here to help with, I'm going to call it quick magic, or some people call it emergency magic. First and foremost, I started this channel to kind of show my spiritual growth, and to also give practical advice. I'm all about practicality. I've said this numerous times. And especially in the day and the time that we're in right now, a lot of people are, freaking out and are not as grounded or as, kind of okay within themselves and are turning to alternatives as quick fixes. And as I've always said, especially with this channel, and even just aside from this channel, just my personal beliefs, nothing can be done outside of yourself. Everything is within. And so, what I mean by that is there is no spell, there is no candle work, there is nothing that can be done if you don't know how to be with yourself, sit with yourself, and be honest with yourself. Because at the end of the day, this is all a personal and self journey. And of course, this isn't me discounting those methods, but I feel that a lot of people are kind of using them as an excuse to not do the real work, aka, put a title on it if you wish, if you don't, whatever. But, that's that shadow work. That's just learning to accept who you are currently, who you were, and just learning from it. Like, I feel that people are so afraid of themselves to the point where external measures are being sought more now than ever. And I don't know what people think about this channel. That's not my place. I'm not going to say I don't care, but at the end of the day, it's like, this is what it is. But, if I don't post certain things, it's because there's so much of that information already out there. And what this channel is not, is a parrot of those things. Can certain things be done better or explained better? Sure. All I'm simply doing is putting out the information the best way I know how, because I recognize that we all have different learning styles. And so if I learn, since I do learn with more in-depth explanation or more visual, y'all hear me say all the time that I'm visual, that's just me coming at certain things with that approach. But it's never to tell you or to sway you to only do this type of thing, or to only, even if you don't, are, even if you're not a personal client of mine, whether it be products or services, I always tell you, like, this is all about you, and it has nothing to do with trying to make a dollar off of you. I couldn't care any less. And that is why I don't post as frequently as others, or always have products available, because I believe that there's a certain time for everything. And everything isn't needed 24/7. A lot of what's needed, especially right now, is for individuals to really get to know themselves. And that's what I want more than anything, because I don't want you, the listener, to be dependent on anyone. no one is more powerful than you. They're probably more tapped in, but that does not mean that you cannot reach that same level or greater. And again, just like Dr. Seuss says, funny reference, but no one's youer than you, which is true. I had to make it rhyme. A little comedic break, but in all seriousness and all jokes aside, I really, if you're listening to this message, I want to set the intention for you to really get what it is that I'm saying and understand that literally the power is within you. And, given the energy at hand, we have our new full moon, in Scorpio happening, and that energy is already here. Scorpio forces us to go deep. It forces us to, you got to get down and get dirty. You got to go through the mud. You're going to have to really sit with some things during this time. And it's not to hurt you, it's only to help you. Like, at the end of the day, you're here to live this life as best as you can. We are not here to just have a mundane and stressful life. That is not what the Creator put us here for. We are here as co-creators to help build and be as great as we possibly can, because that's where we come from. And so if you get nothing from this message but this one point of everything that you have and need is already within you, that if that could be your biggest takeaway, that would be everything. But truly learn, and I harp on this all the time, learn to do for self, learn to think for self. Sure, people are offering all sorts of different products and services, but it's not going to be of service if the work is not going to get done. You have to do the work. And this is coming from someone who has been doing her own personal work, which is why I share the things that I do, because they are things that work for me. That's not to say they work for everyone, but if you gravitate towards any video on my channel, there's no such things as coincidences. It was for a reason. And so I don't want to rant or circle this around, but I really wanted to kind of express this and just kind of give you comfort that you got this. You are all you need. You and the Most High, y'all got this. So just continue to strengthen yourself within yourself. Continue to strengthen your relationship with the Creator, and you will come out on top. But I don't want you to feel like you have to flock and purchase all these things, especially if you're not going to do the work to really elevate and propel you forward, because at the end of the day, that's what's most important. No one knows the darkness of you more than you do. And so, you're going to have to go down in there and you'll come out on top. You will survive. You will survive. Hey, hey. But I hope, if you're listening to the end of this, thank you so much. Subscribe and like if you feel compelled to. I would never force you to do anything. Don't feel like you have to be forced to do anything or listen to anyone. Listen to yourself, your inner guidance, your intuition, and your gut. You will go much further than what any practitioner is able to tell you, because at the end of the day, they don't know you like you know you, okay? So, with that being said, I want to leave you with happy day, whatever day it is that you're listening to this, and whatever time zone and country and place. I love you so much, and never forget to stay magical always. Mwah.